the studio, Ed and Tom from the Editors. Hello.
Evening.
No, just Editors.
Yeah,
I get told off for Editors fans for that.
Oh, Editors fans.
Yeah.
Texting, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, come on,
I still have that dream where I'm like relieved that I don't have homework to do.
I know.
I still have, that's a recurring, it's not it's the opposite of a nightmare, a good dream, I suppose, yeah.
A good dream of no homework, just waking up like, yes.
Well, I wake up, I've got homework to do, I wake up and I go, thank God I actually don't have any more homework to do.
Don't generally have homework to do. How are you both doing? Are you good?
We're good. We've had a day off today. So.
Oh, nice. What do you do on the day off? Ed, you go first. What have you been doing?
Well, I'm afraid it was really boring.
Homework. Just made homework for yourself.
yeah. I did it for someone else. But, no, just did a few things that needed doing, that get totally neglected when you're out on tour.
Yeah.
So we all,
And you speak to a lot of bands because obviously their life is always, or seems quite interesting and exciting, and they seem to love doing like, handiwork or like going to the dry cleaners or something.
Is that the right guy here?
Yeah.
Is that like
Tom bought me a DIY book for my birthday, actually.
Oh, really?
It's amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
My friend got from her mum recently the book of houseplants, and she was like genuinely excited, and she's like 25. She's like, oh, brilliant. It's like a turning point, isn't it? You get excited by books like that. Tom, what was your day spent doing? Anything exciting as Ed's?
Mortgage stuff.
Yeah.
Some of that, yeah. Some have just been at home as well, so it's nice.
Oh, nice. I spoke to your lovely lovely girlfriend Edith earlier, and she said she was stuffing you full of curry. I imagine she just was making you a meal.
We did have a good curry this evening, yeah, it was great.
Good, so well fed. Good. So should we talk about the return of Editors? It's been like a big deal, hasn't it? A lot of excitement from everyone, especially at like Radio 1 as well. What was it like coming back with a third album? Were you nervous, a few months ago before you were ready to drop it?
I wouldn't say nervous at all. It's that it's a weird gap after you've finished recording the album from the time it gets released. Gets sent out to whoever. You probably had it a few months earlier, and
I actually did it.
Really?
Yeah, no. I feel like I get no post.
I'm just giving our
I never get any CDs. These two, Cara and James, get the best albums. I get like, I don't know, some like Alexandra Burke remix or something. I'm like, thanks, brilliant. I get like 4 CDs. But anyway, carry on.
But it just feels like a bit like dead time for us.
Yeah.
But we did a lot of press. I think we did more press than we ever have done before, which obviously means people are interested.
Yeah.
So it's been a great start.
Yeah, it's a big old start as well, sort of. Papillon was a massive record, of course, and then the album like straight in at number 1. Is that like were you like relieved or like few or excited? What was it? What was it like?
It did generally still, it felt amazing to get number 1 again, so it was like, you have to make sure don't be blasé about that, because it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Papillon's been incredible live as well. It really has been. It's taken over our set. It's really a moment.
Yeah.
Brad said it was a bit like a rave in Hammersmith the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so...
I was going to say that it's sort of, one step towards Bass Hunter. Yeah. This album is quite synthy
we're
and
already in bed with Tiesto, so yeah.
Well, let's talk about, we mentioned Alexandra Burke there, but I believe she knocked you off number 1.
Yeah, we're not number 1 anymore. I wasn't sure who got us, but...
It was Berkey.
Yeah, I mean, no surprise there, really.
Was he playing a remix every night?
It was me banging on about a remix record of the week. Well, get this, Bad Boys remix. Yeah. And are you fans of things like that? X Factor and...
I've not seen a single minute of this series, got to be honest.
Yeah, I've not really had time. Sometimes, there was one series that we watched. We watched a bit of it when we were making the second record, didn't we, in Ireland?
We had this
Russell was a big fan of, what was the kid's name?
Oh, Ray.
Ray, yeah.
Who is that, Ray?
I think he's in Broadway now. Ray Quinn.
Quinn.
Yeah, Ray Quinn. Ray Quinn. There's a picture of him in a taxi
Broadway,
rank on my
West
street.
End.
Not Broadway, God no. He's in Greece, guy. I know, there's a massive... In the taxi rank on my street, there's no other posters. There's like woman lost cat. And then there's a massive poster of Ray Quinn starring in Grease.
That's a good way to start your morning, isn't it?
Yeah, local taxi ranks. That's why you should get the posters up, maybe, if your tours and stuff.
Yeah, we'll try.
We're talking about it now. But I do believe, don't worry about Burke, I think Cheryl's going to get her this week.
I'm pretty sure she did. I saw a little YouTube clip of her. Yeah, she's a serious dance routine. That it was very American.
Very American, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Not seen, Tom?
No, not seen.
Not seen.
I read about the trousers, but I've not seen them.
Yeah, they're kind of
she's just massive, isn't she? She's just like the biggest star in the world at the minute.
She's never not on the television, is she, or a magazine? She's on like everything. Adverts,
incredible.
Posters, the TV, newspapers, magazines. She's all in my grill. And then I love that people were like, oh, she went to number 1. It's like 15 million people watched her perform. Not surprising, is it? Because I'm never not seeing her. That's probably why. why. So the album, like we said, it was a step towards, well, not really towards bass on it at all, but it was kind of a more synthy sound. And I know a lot of people have talked to you about the synths. So should we talk about the synths some more?
Yeah.
Why the synths?
Editors, what's up with those synths?
Yeah.
We just, wanted to do something different. Didn't want to do the same thing over and over again. It just felt really natural, so...
Yeah.
Quite a lot has been made of it sounding quite dark, but it's also very playful, you know. We spent a lot of time just experimenting with new sounds, creating new sounds for ourselves, and we came up with 9 songs that you heard.
It sounds really, like, I think, kind of like epic and quite glossy as well. Was that like you wanting to do that, or you worked with the guy Flood, who's like an amazingly named producer who's worked with, you know, Depeche Mode, U2, all these greats? Was it his influence, or was that your influence, or you two coming together?
We've always been quite, I don't know, overly dramatic, cinematic. The music's been quite, you know, visual as well. So I mean, it's always been there, but I think we've definitely turned that up with this record, because there are less guitars. It kind of feels more like a soundtrack to my ears anyway. So definitely we like that kind of stuff.
Well, should we hear Papillon, the first fruit of your labour?
Let's rave.
From the album, let's do it. Glow sticks at the ready. See how I knew that was there, Tom? Didn't talk over it. So much love for editors. I always get a lot of fans. I think you've got a lovely, you know, nice team of dedicated fans out there. Hello to Jess in Hertfordshire. She says, well done to the boys. An amazing tour. I saw you at Hot Farm Festival, Fabric, Oxjam at Tooting and Norwich, which is sheer dedication there. She met Ed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jess?
What do you think she said about you?
Small.
I met Ed. He's small. No, he says you're lovely.
Oh, well,
so there you go. Lovely Ed. That's what people are saying. That's what people are saying. And so you have been, like Jess says, been touring around a lot, or sort of around the launch of the album. How are you enjoying being back in the spotlight, back on the stage?
It's been great. I mean, we haven't done our own headline tour for a long time, because we finished the last record supporting bands and doing festivals, and I don't know, it's nice been getting back on the bus, and I don't know.
Playing FIFA.
Is that I was going to ask about life on the bus now. Is it on like a, you know, bands reach like the 3rd album? I imagine it's quite, you know, like refined water and scented candles.
We had a terrible scented candle in Manchester. It was creme brulee one. It smelled like custard.
Oh,
it was like a, you know, a really, really cheap one. But the bus is the best bus that we've ever been on. Definitely.
Tell me about the bus.
It's just nice, you know. It's nice finishings.
Yeah, plush.
Yeah, I mean,
smooth, soft.
I'll tell you what it has got. It's got mattresses. What are they called?
Oh, the memory foam.
Oh, the memory foam, guys. No way.
So I sleep too well on the bus. So.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. And all the new stuff's going down well, you said.
Yeah, I mean. You know, this tour sold out before the record was out, so a lot of people there, you know, might have the record, but there are lots of people come to the shows that haven't seen it as well or heard it, so we've been playing a lot of it for them, so we've been testing them in a way, so yeah, it's been good.
How is it doing like the set list when you've got all that new stuff, and like you're saying, not everyone's gonna have it? Is it a tough job sort of spacing them out, and does it change night to night?
We've done a different set every single night. There's just a few moments in the set where we've got some B-sides that have become kind of important songs to certain fans and hardcore people, such as Jess, I guess.
Jess in Hertford.
Yeah, and some, I mean, some of the different kind of more, I don't know, I guess not the singles from the last 2 records. We can mix them up every now and see what happens. So it's been good, hasn't it?
It's more interesting for us to play, you know, a wide selection of all the 3 albums that we've got, and you know, we've got lots more equipment on stage, and samplers, keyboards that we don't really know how to use. So there's that kind of element of something's going to go wrong in a minute, which is always puts the frighteners up us, and hopefully the crowd can feel that as well. It's a bit of tension in the end.
That we're frightened.
Terrified faces on the scene.
We finished the last record, touring with REM, and every night they played a different set, and it was really inspiring to see a band like just loving being a band and playing for the love of it, and even at that level, so tried to kind of, that rubbed off on us a little bit.
Anything else rubbed off from any of the bands that you've been on? Because you've been on tour with like loads of bands, you know.
Well, it was only really them and Franz Ferdinand, wasn't it, we've toured with?
Yeah, properly.
Franz on the first record.
Franz, for me, that was the first time we'd seen a really professional band do their thing, and they were so successful at that time, you know. They were doing arena tours all over the world, and just the way they always spoke to everybody, you know, no matter if it was just a little fanzine, student press, whatever, they gave it their all. And I think that that puts us in good stead by following their footsteps a little bit.
I remember when I did student radio, like Franz Ferdinand did student radio, which I always thought was a nice thing. Loads of bands, I had 7 listeners. But now I've got like 10. So, hey, how do we know we had that? Because it was like an online radio, so that you could see how many people tuned in. So like it was like 7. Yay! just Franz Ferdinand and me listening back and stuff. But when you've got that new album, is it sort of, are you itching to go out and perform that? Because like you said, there's like the dead time from when it's done. Is it now like sort of all worth that wait and all the press times and all boring times like that? Is it now like exciting having all that new stuff up on the stage?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. And we're still learning how to play them.
Yeah,
they're still bedding in a little bit. We recorded this album very much live in a studio together, so there wasn't too many decisions about what to play where, but it's just, you just kind of got to let it feel like you're playing the song and it's not playing you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Nice. Now, we do this feature on the show every single night called 1,000 Albums that everybody says you should listen to, but we only have time to play one track, so here it is. Yeah. Very catchily titled. So we've basically done it the wrong way round, because I've sort of like run into this and like done all the good albums, and we're about 3 months in or something. Like the rest is going to be like filled up with like some brand new Heavies albums. But we thought we'd let you pick tonight. So what have you gone for?
We picked a track from Steve McQueen, which is a Prefab Sprout record, and I don't expect it's been played on this radio station for a while, which is pretty cool for me. But we signed to a very small label from Newcastle very early on, Kitchenware Records, and it was back in the 80s, they were who put this record out, and every time we'd do interviews with certain kind of really hardcore, like, I don't know, fanzines, they'd be like, oh, do you know about, Prefab Sprout? And like, no, we didn't sign to them because of their history, we didn't know anything about them. So eventually got around to giving this record that everyone was telling me was really good a listen, and it's amazing, really unexpected. I kind of had preconceived idea of what Prefab Sprout were about, and the album is beautiful.
Okay, let's do it. This is Editor's Choice tonight, Prefab Sprout. So there we go, Editor's Choice tonight in the 1,000 albums that everybody says you should listen to. We've only got time to play, whatever it's called, I can't remember. It's a really ridiculously named feature. It was Prefab Sprout.
Ooh.
What was that guy? Oh, that was the desk? I thought that was the ending of that song then.
Yeah, it's my buckle hitting them.
We've got like fancy desks in Radio 1 that are like hydraulic. We've always had them, and they've been like reissued, so they're kind of like a bit slower. I don't think they're as good, if I'm honest. I think the not taxpayer license fee payer has been robbed. I feel like the original ones were best. So that was your choice tonight. Loads of people liking that. Oh my God, me and my dad love Prefab, a band I thought I'd never hear on Radio 1. Hot Dog Jumping Frog. They text in.
Mean
anything to you?
That's the hit that wasn't on that record.
Okay.
What's it called?
Is it Albuquerque? King
of Rock and Roll?
Yeah, I think
something like that.
Okay.
It's the thing that everyone thinks of when they think of Prefab Sprout.
Hot Dog Jumping Frog.
Yeah, that's
there. You go. I'm out research. I need to check this band out.
You'll know that tune.
Okay, I'll know that. I think I do know that song just from that name. I think I know that. Right, hello to Nikki on Facebook. Loads of questions coming in. Of course, you have done the track for the New Moon, the new Twilight film.
We have.
Is this because this is a really cool thing? Like Stephanie Myers, who wrote the book, is like she said she always listened to like quite like cinematic music, like Muse and stuff when she was writing the tracks, and she's just basically gone to bands and basically said, "This is my film's massive." Yeah. Write a song for it.
In a nutshell.
Is that what happened with you? Did you write a song for her, or did she take the song? Or
we had a song that didn't quite make it on the record as a band version, and we haven't finished it. We're going to finish that at some point in the future. But there was an acoustic version of it that she heard and the director heard, and they loved. And they came to me and said, "We love this song," but the song was directly inspired by the book The Road by Cormac McCarthy. Right. And it was to The Road for the film, so I had to think about it, and I went back to the lyrics and kind of took some of those references out, and it's not like I'm not singing about vampires or anything like that, but it's I don't know, it's they love the song, and sitting alongside Tom York, and who else is on it? Grizzly Bear.
Killers, Grizzly Bear, Killer. Who else is on it?
It's ridiculous. Licky Lee.
Yeah, Death Cab for Cutie are on it.
Yeah, so I remember like thinking about like those John Hughes films when like people got into the Cure and Echo and the Bunnymen because of those teen films. And I was thinking, even though these vampire films aren't really, I guess, meant for me. I've not seen Twilight. I don't know if I like it or not, but I don't think they're designed for me. But I'm not snobbish to think that you can't reach a new fan through this opportunity.
Yeah. So, I can't believe you've not seen Twilight. That's the most shocking.
Well, if you can get the DVD first, we'll watch it on the bus.
Okay, I'll get you the DVD.
We can have a chat.
I will definitely. I'll get it taxied over to you tomorrow. Okay. So you can take it to Europe with you and watch it.
Yeah,
it's probably the best film you'll ever seen. Obsessed. Amazing. Okay, yeah. Wow. So good. Well, Nikki's question was, before that, have you any intention of watching New Moon when it's out?
I need to watch the first one first, and I have just finished Series 4 The Wire, so
you need a new obsession. There's a gap in your visual market up for grabs. Abby says, what's your favourite sandwich filling?
Oh, wow.
Quite a highbrow question.
Well, sandwiches are my favourite food.
That's my favourite meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's all about the I don't necessarily have a favourite, but it's all about the layering. You've got to get, if you've got to get your mayo in the right position in relation to your lettuce and all that sort of thing. So
I never thought about that. The relationship to one next to each other.
It makes so much difference.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can have the same filling in a different order and a better sandwich.
Tastes different.
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
I'd get a Michelin star for my sandwich.
What's your ideal then?
My ideal, maybe pastrami.
Mm-hmm.
On rye.
Yeah. Mustard mayo.
Yeah.
We had a couple of we have loadout sandwiches. So when we finished the gig, the caterers put some sandwiches on the bus in case you're peckish in the night, whatever. But a couple of them were pastrami and piccalilli on this tour. It was fantastic.
I don't like anything fluorescent.
It is
like piccalilli.
Rules that out.
You could see it in the dark.
Cheetos. I'm not really into anything that stains my skin. You know what I mean? Putting inside of you. Sean says, which Doctor Who is their favourite? I've never watched Doctor Who.
I've got to be honest, neither have I.
What was the one? Like 2 Doctor Who's ago, I saw him walking out of a cafe in North London and he looked pretty cool.
Christopher Eccleston.
Yeah, he looked really moody and
I think he looks a little bit like Dom. Brad. Not Dom. Who's Dom?
Dom looks just like Christopher Eccleston.
Dom does, though. Yeah.
But he looked pretty cool. I mean, I didn't see him as Doctor Who, so
maybe. No idea. Maybe him. If you want to ask editors a question, 81199, you can say hello to them. I thought I'd listened to your album. We had it on earlier on in the office, and I thought we'd play an album track. Okay. What do you think I went for? Because when we were listening to Prefab Sprout, you were trying to guess.
Yeah, I've written down on my piece of paper.
Okay. You should say it at the same time.
Okay.
Eat more.
It wasn't that one.
Okay. Well, what was it?
It was In This Light and On This Evening.
Oh.
I got to the first song.
Title track. Can we listen to it all? So there we go. Editors, In This Light and On This Evening. Featuring the door slam of Cara, who's working on the show tonight. It was nice, that Cara. Nice bit of percussion on the door.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. Flood should have thought about that. Getting Cara in to slam the door and doing the album. So we were just talking about you're heading off to Europe on Saturday. You got dates there. I checked out your MySpace earlier on today. You're sort of away now forever in Europe.
Yeah, pretty much.
Essentially. How does it compare doing a gig out there with our continental, brothers and sisters?
It's really, really good for us, actually. So lots of really big gigs and lots of them. So
yeah, good, some really cool venues as well.
Yeah,
we were just talking. We went over to Bucharest.
Nice.
In where were we? What was it? Where's Bucharest? Romania. Yeah. God, sorry, it was bit of a brain freeze. But we went there for the first time a couple of weeks ago. Played this lovely amphitheatre. It was it's ridiculous, a couple of thousand people there.
Do you have a favourite place to go? Is there somewhere where the editors are especially loved in Europe?
To start with, it was Holland, but Belgium with this record has overtaken for the moment.
And the Dutch fans are annoyed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So we've had a number 1 single in Belgium, which is ridiculous for a band like us. So it'd be fun to go back.
Yeah, you were talking about Fire. Are you really going to give Fire to Brussels?
No, I don't know.
Don't know about that.
No, I don't know.
Okay. And there is a big old tour now away as well. I think the last date on your MySpace is the 30th of April 2010. Does this kind of fill you with dread or excitement? What are your feelings thinking that...
It is pretty annoying when people point that out, yeah.
30th of April, and then, of course, some more get added, then festivals.
It's
a big old year.
It's pretty
Ed's got to get married before then as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When are you going to squeeze that in?
In May. I had to ring up our booking agent just to make sure there was nothing on that weekend.
Okay, and you're good?
I think so, yeah.
What about if an amazing offer came in? Like, we want you to play it like
the
this.
Band would take a vote.
Yeah, this like Russian prince. I'm going to give you 5 mil.
I don't think they do me any favours either.
democracy, yeah.
Love that.
Don't worry, Claire. Be all right.
I'd love it if you imagine you had to ring Claire up to say, listen. Dream would be over. Let's not do that. And then, of course, festivals. Someone's actually texted in. Adam says, do you have any intention of playing at Glastonbury this year?
We would love to. We haven't been confirmed or anything like that, but if they asked, we'd be there with bells on, definitely.
Are you excited to be back doing festivals?
Absolutely. Yeah, it was good fun.
It'll be a big odd year, I think, for you. Some big, big stages for you, I guess, this year.
So. I like the challenge of that.
Dance tent.
Why not?
Yeah.
Let's get in there. Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll get a few more questions from people texting in before we let you go. Ask editors, what would you rather have? Another highbrow question, this time from Stu in Leeds. Would you rather have Henry the Hoover for a head or a cordless dustbuster for hands? I'd like the combo.
I'd go the hands, the dustbuster.
Yeah?
Yeah,
definitely.
Henry Hoover, definitely.
Henry.
So
they do like a green version. What's that? He's got a different name.
I don't know, they're all different colours now. You can get a yellow one.
Right.
If you want.
What, do you reckon that's a girl?
Do you think
Maybe.
the green one would be something beginning with G?
Like Gary.
Like Gary?
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
I'll have Gary.
You can
the
be
Hoover.
Gary and you'll have the dustbuster hands.
Yeah.
This is someone called the Fat Baker. Sounds like a sort of like a Batman baddie, doesn't it? Fat Baker, I'm going to get you in dough. He says, is there going to be a Town of the Night tonight as you have guests? Which leads us nicely into me handing you this dart so you can pick the Town of the Night. Ed,
okay, thanks.
how's your dart throwing? I've heard it's good.
It was
pretty good.
It was pretty awesome yesterday.
Yeah?
Let's see.
Okay, let's see. Town of the Night.
Where do you want? Do you want
Wherever.
All right.
Go for it. Oh, North Sea. It's usually my sort of stepping ground of dart throwing there.
Again, right? Okay.
Yeah, we'll go again, unless anyone's just floating around in the North Sea listening. Very close to the North Sea again, but I believe it hit a town. Sunderland.
Yep.
Okay, Sunderland. Town of the Night tonight, chosen by the editors. Thanks so much, boys.
You're welcome.
No,
Thank you so much for coming in. It's definitely just editors. Gonna have some evil editors forums at me now. Ed, Tom, thank you so much for coming in tonight.
Cheers, Greg.
Thank you. Enjoy Europe.